C.
I got C as well.
C.
Really?
Charlie Chaplin.
Really?
Okay, I'll need to check this one again.
Do you need an explanation on it, Thomas?
I put none of the above is correct.
Yeah, I think it was on the first chapter, like not the chapter introduction, but the next page.
Okay.
All right, so number 2, I got D.
D.
I also got D.
Delta. Okay. Number 3, I got Bravo.
Bravo.
Guys, can I ask you a question real quick? Random
Go ahead.
topic here. Can you report a car or something? I don't know. There's this car outside my apartment complex that's in this other apartment complex that has been honking like its alarm for literally the past hour and a half maybe. It'll honk and then stop for 10 seconds and then proceed honking again.
Somebody bumped the alarm.
Something happened and I want it off. It's driving me crazy.
That's like all the, this might be an extreme solution, but the first thing that comes to mind is call the police station. Not necessarily 911, but just the station and ask, hey, there's this car alarm that keeps going on and off over here. I didn't really know where to go. This is the first place I thought of.
Okay.
Depends on cities.
Figure this out.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Thanks. All right. Let's continue. That's a random topic. I didn't know what to do. I wanted someone else's input.
All right. So number 3, what were we on?
Bravo.
Yeah, we just talked about 3 being Bravo.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 is.
Oh, where'd my list go? Oh, it's my list.
Kind of got stuck on this one.
Oh yeah, 4 I didn't answer.
Well, I put A.
Oh, did you put A?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't answer it, but I was like, that was the one I was looking at. A was the one I was looking at.
A or D.
That makes me feel better.
Is
I'll
that
take your word for it.
A or D?
I have A with a question mark. So A and B, that was my, I was just guessing between those two.
Well, if you're guessing between those two, if you sell bonds, interest rates will rise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Phone shush.
So, anyone else have input? Lauren, what did you get?
I was stuck on that one too. So, yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Well, it sounds like we're good with 4 then.
Okay, so 5.
Number 5, I got Alpha.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
A.
6.
Okay. I got A on that one also.
Alpha.
On 6?
Yes.
The interest rate on bonds. I didn't answer this one.
If you hold on to money, it means you don't put it in a bank, which means you don't earn interest on it. That's the opportunity cost.
The interest rate.
Yeah,
okay, I got
it.
it. Oh, thanks, Jonathan.
But on the other hand, your money, if it's well, it's if you have it, you have it. You're probably not going to lose it unless if somebody does something illegal. Whereas with bonds, you could legally lose it, but that doesn't seem like it.
The question is about opportunity cost. So when
Anyways,
you have it, you don't invest it, so you don't earn anything. You don't lose your money, but you don't earn.
Yeah.
The
It's just
opportunity cost is the interest rate.
I think we got. Is number 6 good for everyone now?
Yeah, but now I'm thinking if I confused 6 with another question. Oh man.
Okay, number 7. I got alpha again.
Also alpha.
That's a lot of A's, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Maybe
Look.
somebody just got bored and decided to mess with our minds.
Blows Gabby's theory out of the water. All right, so 8. I
Number
got
8, I got Charlie.
Yep, me too. 9, I got A.
Also alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 10.
On this one, I got all confused.
I chose Charlie.
I did too.
Charlie?
Yes, it may help to explain it though. So,
Yeah.
when the price level goes down, that means people won't want to hold on to as much money because the price
They're gonna
levels
be
went
spent.
down. So the demand for money goes down. And when the demand for money goes down, why does the equilibrium interest rate decrease? I had this earlier.
It tells us in the book. Jeez, let's see if I can find it.
I had this down. Let's see. If you're increasing interest rates, it means you want people to spend the money, at least invest it. And
The interest rate goes down. Equilibrium interest rate, is that the same as the interest rate?
I see. They're decreasing interest rates because, or at least the equilibrium interest rate is going down. Oh,
And the quantity. Okay.
Okay, I got it now. So just think of a supply and demand graph.
Uh-huh.
And so, you know how if the demand decreases, the equilibrium point goes lower on the graph?
Okay, am I back?
Yes.
No,
Okay, cool. That was weird.
Okay.
Yeah, the part that confused me was the equilibrium interest rate. I know that when the price level goes down, the demand for money goes down, more people are spending, the interest rate goes down, and the demand for services and everything else increases.
Okay.
there you go. You got your answer.
Okay.
You're good. Sorry.
Now that's okay. I had my note here, and my note was a question mark on equilibrium interest rate.
Gabby, do you want us to go over any of those real quick for you?
What one are you on right now?
We're going to be on 11.
And be on 11. Okay, what do you guys get for 9 and 10? Those are the two that I actually didn't answer, but I have 7 and 8.
A and C.
9 was A, 10 was
Okay.
Charlie.
Oh. Okay, I can see that. Okay, thank you. I'm good.
Okay, so I got A again for 11,
Yeah, there's a bunch of A's today.
right?
Number 11. Oh boy. Hold on, my computer's being funky again. Alpha. I got alpha for
Same.
11.
Yeah.
Okay, so any disagreements? 12.
I didn't answer 12.
Number 12, I got alpha.
Alpha.
That's what I got, but yeah.
Did you get two slightly different numbers?
Right. I got, it was 0.659 was, you know.
I got that number too.
So I don't know. I didn't see any examples in the book on how to, that one. And then number 15, I don't have a clue either.
I have a clue. I'm not entirely certain about it, but we'll come to that when we get there.
Okay.
Anyways, for anybody who's confused, what I'm assuming Amy did this as well. So we took the consumer spending divided it by income, and that gives us an idea of what the marginal prosperity to consume is.
It's
In
a
other
ratio?
words, the
Yeah.
percentage of money that they spend.
Yeah.
So we got 0.65 for the first one and 0.659 for the second one.
Right.
Which I guess we decided to go for alpha on that one, but it does seem awfully close to 0.664. So we're leaning towards alpha, but we're not entirely certain.
Okay. I'll put a question mark by that.
Yeah. So, anyone have any input? Lauren, did you do that one?
No, that one totally confused me. I'm still trying to understand it, but I'll just study it later. So
Thomas, what did you get?
On this one, I couldn't answer it. But if it is as simple as you guys say, let me do this. 6,500 divided by 10,000. 65 and 7250 divided by 11. 6590. Is that the right number? 6590.
That's what we got.
That's what we got.
So we decided to go with A, but
yeah,
we're pretty sure something's up.
All right.
Moving on to 13.
What'd you get for 13?
I chose delta.
Delta.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Okay.
All right. Number 14, I got C.
See?
I got alpha. Oh boy. So we got A, B, and C so far.
I got A. Who got B?
A.
Oh, you got A?
A.
Yeah, Gabby and I got A.
Oh, I misheard then. I got alpha as well.
Okay. A.
So we're
We're-
good. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I lied. I got C.
Oh, whoops. Uh-oh.
I got C on that.
Maybe I'm in the wrong here because I got A.
So how did you guys get it?
Oh,
Let's see.
Oh, I can't remember.
Dang it, my computer keeps moving around. So hold on.
So this is what I
It's the
did.
wind. It's the wind. The wind's horrible today.
I did 1 divided by 1 minus 0.8, and that gave me my multiplier of 5. And then I took 5 and times it by 120 billion, and that gave me 600 billion.
oh, that's what
Where
I
did you get
got.
Wait, what? That's a different equation to what I used.
What did you use then? I used the MPC. So MPC equation, which is 1 divided by 1 minus 0.8. Right?
Let me look up the equation again. I need to refresh myself apparently.
Well, I got 600 too, but I don't know how I came up with 600.
Don't you just
Yeah.
hate that?
I'm just gonna look it over on my own time because if I look it up now, I think stuff is gonna start crashing
Okay.
and I'm gonna cut off. So I'll
I'm
just check
gonna-
that later.
Question
So
mark. I'm going to throw a
on
question
the
mark
slide
on that guy.
22,
Well, yeah.
on the slide 22 says if MPC equals 0.8 and income rises by 100, then C rises by 80.
Here's where it says in the book. So multiplier equals 1 divided by 1 minus MPC. So that's how I came up with that one.
Okay.
I think I used an equation higher up, but I think you're right.
I'm second guessing myself now. Yep.
Okay. And this is under 21.
Hold on, is MPC the same as a multiplier?
No, MPC is the marginal propensity to consume, but it says when you're dealing with the MPC, When you're trying to find the multiplier, isn't that what we're doing though?
Well, no, we're not trying to find a multiplier. We're just trying to find out how much the aggregate demand shifts. So what does the multiplier represent? Is that like the money multiplier, like how much a money multiplies?
It's how much the MPC multiplies. Like, so if you took 20 billion, your first change in consumption would be this, you know, second change, third change, but then you would go, so they use that multiplier effect. That's the total change in demand. So if you took 20 billion.
Okay, so that would increase consumption, that increases demand. Okay.
So what
No,
did
I'm all confused.
Yeah, I think you're okay. I see what you're saying. So what did you pick again? What's a C?
Yeah, but how did you guys come up with A?
All I did was take 0.8, add it with 1, and then multiply 1.8 by 220, 120. I think it has an equation similar to that higher up in the book.
Right. All right.
Like I said, I'm planning on looking that up later.
Yeah, I'm gonna check
Okay,
that
let
out
me
later.
do this. Hold on.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Because if I look it up now, my computer's gonna crash.
to be determined. You guys
Wind.
make your own judgment call on that
Ah,
one.
tough.
Okay, so then 15. What did you get for 15?
15. I got a questionable B.
I have 0. I don't even know how to start doing this.
Me neither. Well, I have some math, but I'm not sure if it makes sense.
I was even looking through like the homework problems and I couldn't figure out how to do this.
So on 15, what did you guys come up with?
We're absolutely confused. I
Mhm.
picked B, but
I don't think anyone else did it.
I didn't.
Well, I put B, but I put B for the sake of putting B.
It's always B.
Yeah, that's my philosophy. I'm sticking to it. When you
about-
pick
my
something, you just
questionable
pick
math
B.
on 15 is based on the math that I applied in 14, which I now discover may have been wrong. So, like I said, questionable B.
Questionable B.
If anything else, I do not object to the it's always B method.
Yeah.
At least in this
Well,
case.
on this one, I don't even have a guess or an elimination.
Yeah, I didn't even. So you guys took, okay, can you tell me how you came up with a guessable B?
Yes. So I decided to figure out what the MPC was, just like in a previous problem.
Okay.
So I took the consumer spending, divided it by the income to figure out what the consumer, whatever it's called, is. And then I added a 1 to that and then multiplied it by 300 or slash 550 and came up with numbers that are less than 1,500.
Okay. Okay. All right, so I'll see what I can figure out after.
Do you want me to screen share? I can show you the math. I have it on Excel.
Would you mind?
I can do that. Give me a moment.
I might
Do you
have.
guys want to move on to the next problem while I screen share it?
Yeah.
Sure.
I got D for the next one.
D.
Delta.
I also got delta.
And then for 17, I got delta again.
I got Charlie. I also have the math right here if you want to take a look.
Okay.
First, I figured out the MPC,
Okay.
the spending divided by the income.
Okay.
Did that twice. And then I added a 1 to the MPC and multiplied it by two different money amounts. One was 300, the other one was 550 based on the multiple choice answers. And I got two numbers less than 1,500.
Okay.
So you got two numbers
Anyways,
less than 1,500. So
yes,
aren't you?
I got.
How would that increase it by 1,500?
So these two numbers, at least from my understanding of the math, although I'm pretty sure I did it wrong now, but from my understanding at the time, I assumed that's how much aggregate demand was going to increase, 552 and 1,012. Since both of these are less than 1,500, but this one's bigger than the other one, 1,012, I decided to go with an answer to have 550 in it,
Okay.
and then I went with B.
Okay.
So double check it. It is. I think my math is very unreliable.
Well, the numbers are correct as far as what you're doing, but I'm not sure how you come about that. So I might check out Khan Academy and see what they have.
That sounds like a good idea.
So
I love
Let's
Khan
Khan Academy number 15.
Khan Academy number 15.
Or
Yeah.
maybe this entire lesson if we're that confused.
That too. That too.
Okay, so Jonathan,
What
you've
are
got
you guys talking about?
You don't know what Khan Academy
We were
is?
talking about I was
No.
sharing some math on number 15, and then we were talking about this online thing called Khan Academy.
It's got some lesson walkthroughs, sorta, and things.
yeah.
It's really fun. It's a fun place.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, I'm gonna stop screen sharing now.
okay. So 17, you got C.
Yeah, I think Johnson said he got C.
I got D.
I did say that, but I'm trying to remember if increasing the money supply, how that affects interest rates.
On 17, I selected D, but I don't know why. And now I'm not so sure.
It sounds like we're agreed upon that they should increase interest rates.
Right.
So it's either A or C.
Because we want them to spend since people are spending a lot of money, they want them to spend less, so they increase interest rates to discourage holding on to money and encourage saving.
Mm-hmm.
So for 17 is C.
So now I'm trying to remember, is that increasing or decreasing money supply?
I thought it was decreasing, but I'm not gonna lie, this was the most confusing chapter.
Well, if you think about the demand and supply graph, where supply is long-term money supply, so that's completely vertical. If you increase the money supply, that'll go down the demand line, which will decrease.
If it increases the money, then it has to increase the interest rate. So it's going to be 17. I mean, it's going to be C for 17. Okay.
I think it's D. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
because
what I got. Oh, and I'm all confused.
are opposite.
No, I was explaining it, and as I was explaining it, I realized I was wrong.
Oh no.
That's all right.
Okay, no judgment.
Okay, so do you guys have a mental picture of the demand and supply graph for money supply?
Right.
You know how the supply graph is always vertical?
Yeah.
The supply line?
Yeah.
So if you decrease money supply, that means a new equilibrium interest rate is going to be higher up the demand curve.
Mm-hmm.
So decreasing money supply, increase interest rates, and we already discussed that we want to increase the interest rate.
Right. Everyone good with that?
Yeah.
I'm content.
Okay.
The last three, I didn't make it to those.
Okay.
Let's do our best.
Okay, so 18. What'd you guys get for 18?
I picked D.
I did too,
All
but
of the above.
big fat question mark.
Big fat question mark.
So anybody get something to
A
say?
is right. B is right. Yeah, D.
D.
You know what? A is right, B is right. Okay, D.
You got 2 out of 3.
I was a little confused about the C one at first, but then I realized, wait, it's saying to long run equilibrium. It's not saying to point A. So then I thought, okay, so it could have a lower price level.
Right.
So yeah,
Okay.
All right.
number 19?
I got
19.
nothing on 19.
I just put B.
You should put A on this one.
I should put A.
Well, it seems like all the answers are A on this homework assignment. And we haven't had an A for a couple questions, so I'm going to go with A. No, I'm
A's
just
probably sneaking up.
kidding.
Well, okay. Thing is, I was starting to run out of time, so I didn't study the 2 sections that talked about stabilization policy. I didn't study those in depth, so I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's in the book somewhere because there are 2 sections that talk about stabilization policy.
Yeah.
One that talks about proponents of it, and the other one that talks about opponents of it, which is 19 and 20.
I might be confusing chapters, but I think the other one from last week talked about government purchases, and I can remember in this cartoon with the guys running on horses. The recession is coming, the recession is over, and then, hey, wait, I have the bill. So I don't know if it has to do with C, an increase in government purchases.
It depends on what stabilization policy is. I'm not entirely sure what the policy is. If anyone knows what it is, that would probably help us out a lot. But
So I just looked it up. Hold on. The stabilization policy.
Okay, let me take a quick look at the book. Hold on.
According to advocates of active stabilization policy, changes in attitudes by households and firms shift aggregate demand. If government does not respond, the result is desirable and unnecessary fluctuations in output and employment.
wait, what?
I don't know. This is in the summary of chapter 21.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking it up on the internet. I don't know how.
Okay, according to
I
advocates
mean,
of
the book would be better if you got.
the most
Okay, so it
important
sounds like-
automatic stabilizer is a tax system. Some government
basi-
spending also acts as an automatic stabilizer. Sorry, Jonathan. I was reading aloud. Didn't mean to talk over you.
That's okay. I mean, I just looked it up for a few seconds, so like this may be wrong, but it looks like stabilization policy is basically the government takes a look at the economy and says, oh, we don't want erratic changes in total output, so we're going to go in there and interfere so that we can help stabilize the economy more. That way it's not as erratic.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, government gets involved and tries to stabilize things to prevent erratic changes in total output. That's what it sounds like.
So C or D? What?
COD.
I don't know which answer it is. I'm just trying to figure out what stabilization policy is so that I can better
Yeah,
understand.
this is 21-3C. I didn't make it that far.
Sounds like we need to just look it up in the book. Maybe we could.
Yeah. Put a big fat question mark on there.
So it
Well,
talks
number
about
20 is
it
pretty
in-
much the same thing. So if we're going to look it up later, then maybe we could email our answers to each other later.
Yeah.
That works.
Works for me.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good. This was the hard one.
I think it's C, but so that's what my email is right now. I'm going with C. So
Okay.
I think you're right about. I'm inclined to agree with C. I'm still gonna look it up in a book later.
yeah, well that's
Yeah,
How about number
it would
20?
be either a decrease in taxes or an increase in government purchases.
I got C for number 20.
You got what?
You got C for number 20?
C.
Yeah.
You know, I'll have to look that. I'll have to look that up in the book because there's 3 answers where I'm like, it could be that.
Okay. Jonathan, are you wrapped up in a blanket?
Maybe.
Okay. No judgment.
I actually got to get going soon. There's a
Yeah, no, I do too. I have to be going here in a sec.
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So it says right here in 21-3C, government spending also acts as an automatic stabilizer.
Uh-huh.
So an increase in government purchases.
Yeah, I can definitely show you because we're
that probably would help with severe unemployment.
Yeah, I need to
At the very least, it
look this over.
yeah, that makes sense.
So anyways, all right. Good luck with my homework. But
Yeah, definitely.
all right, I will try and get this posted pretty quick, but I got to run real quick, so it'll be a little bit.
It's all
Okay.
good.
We'll
That's
see.
okay.
Sorry, I
we got
lost you
until
guys.
Tuesday.
So what did you come up with for 20?
C,
I-
I think.
We didn't come up with any. Well,
It's a questionable C.
Yeah,
That's why we're gonna go look.
Okay.
yeah. So
Yep.
I came up with C, but I think that there were some questions about a couple of the other answers. So
Mm-hmm.
all right, and I think we're done. We don't have
all
to
right.
next week, do we?
I think we're ready. I think we're
I
done.
don't think so. Yeah.
No, this is our last week. Well, we'll
You guys
see.
are awesome.
Good luck in school.
Yeah. Good luck, everybody.
All right, we'll
It's been a
talk to you
pleasure.
later. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.